Hello fellow simmers and welcome back to another speed build. Today I'm doing yet another apartment renovation in San Myshuno, and today it's the apartment called 19 Culpepper House, I think, which is in the same building as the one before. I'm doing this as part of doing a save file, so that's why I'm going through the apartments like this. I probably won't be doing another apartment for a little while just because I won't keep my videos too repetitive. But yeah, today I'm doing an apartment for a single dad and his two twin daughters. Of course, the apartment can be used by just a regular family, but this was what I had in mind. So there is one big room for the twin daughters, but it can be made into two rooms for when they get to be teenagers maybe and they want a bit of privacy, just because the room is so big that it can't be divided into two. But here you see me doing the kitchen. I wanted to keep it kind of fun, so I tried to include a bit of color this time. I did some pink and some blue, and then I also have this stove in this green color that I absolutely love. I would love to have more of color items in this color. And actually I think I found the only couches in this color and put them in the living room, so you'll be seeing that in a bit. But as I said, I just wanted to keep it kind of light, kind of fun, a little bit of clutter but not too much. I think the dad also likes to be a little bit organized, but as you can see, the two daughters are very into crafts and especially knitting. So in their room there will be some items for crafting and stuff, and I think that maybe that's why he wants to keep it kind of tidy, just so there won't be all the knitting clutter all over. As you can see, I did do a floor plan to begin with that I have been changing a little bit while I was building, just because I had such a hard time doing a nice floor plan. I don't know why, but this one was really hard for me to do. So I ended up with them being in one big room, where I think in the beginning I was thinking that they would have their own room and they would be sharing a bathroom. But I found that when I wanted to do like one craft area for them, it was just easier if they were in one room together. By the way, I want to thank everyone who's come here from YouTube and gone onto my stream. So as I mentioned in my last video, I started streaming on Twitch, and for now it's been really fun. I really enjoy doing it, so thank you to everyone who's come and said hi and just let me know that they enjoy my videos. And yeah, it's been really great so far. I don't have a streaming schedule. I did put one up in the beginning, but I can see that my everyday life is just a little bit too not regular enough. I just started up a few different projects, and I think that's why I haven't really been able to commit to specific times. So I think it will be just a little bit from time to time when I feel like doing it. And if you go follow me on there, you will receive an email notification for when I am streaming. So if you want to do that, you're very welcome. You're very welcome to come and say hi and just hang out for a bit. I don't know, I think I might do a stream on Sundays at least, but I think I'm not gonna put it in the program just so I don't get any expectations up. Yeah, but so back to the build. Yeah, you can see me here. I'm doing the living room. I've included the colored couches just as the stove in the kitchen, and this is just such a magnificent color. I feel like it's very versatile, and also it can act as a color that's a bit more masculine, which is also nice without it being just yet another black and white build. So I think that's kind of cool. And I did put a little bit more clutter in here. I have some of the decorations from Nifty Knitting, which I absolutely love. I think they're super cute. And I was imagining that the wall decor that they have in the living room that I'm just moving back to the back wall could be maybe something that the girls had done and were just displayed in the living room. Actually, I end up switching all the furniture around here in the living room just because I felt like they should be facing the opposite direction. But yeah, you'll see me doing that in just a few minutes. I don't know why, but I think it just made the room look a little bit better when they were facing the other way. And here I'm just starting doing the kids' bedroom. And as you can see, it's still one small room, but I do end up changing it just a tiny bit so that there is a bathroom in the middle there, and then the two girls live together, as I said. Yeah, here I am just changing it up, going back to, yeah, just facing all the furniture the other way. I feel like this also made the house a little bit roomier. Yeah, just adding to the flow when you walk into the room, and it also fit in better with the door to the terrace, I think. So I decided that the girls should have their room together, but I've actually not lived with a sibling myself, so I actually don't know if it's something that kids want to do. Maybe it depends a lot on the age difference, and maybe also, I don't know, the interest and the gender of the children. But yeah, I thought that would be nice to be living with your sibling, right? I have a twin brother, and I think from a very early age we got our own rooms just because my parents had the room for it, and that's probably the thought that we would want to just have two separate rooms. But I think I also liked coming home to my friends in their bedrooms when they lived with their siblings, because yeah, they also always had double the amount of toys in there, and there was just always an extra playmate to play along. But yeah, what do you think? Is it nice to live with your sibling as a kid, or is it just something that's super annoying? Because I could also just imagine that having to, yeah, also decide on everything together, I guess. So here I included just this room divider, just so they would have a little bit of privacy at least. And I thought that this room can technically just be divided in half. So if you decide to download this from my gallery page, which by the way is Siemma 314, then you can. And yeah, if you want, you can just divide the room into two when the girls become teenagers, so they can get a little bit more privacy. I haven't actually been that motivated to build lately. I don't really know why, but I think I need a little bit of inspiration to keep me going, or to know what I'm gonna do for my next couple of videos. I've been trying to come up with ideas for tutorials a bit more, which you can see that I have included some more on my channel. But yeah, I think I need a little bit of inspiration. So if you have anything that you want built, then you can just leave a suggestion in the comments. Either it can be a house that you really want to see, or it can be a tutorial for something that you don't know how to do. I will very gladly try to see if I can do it and make a tutorial. I have been thinking about doing some more houses for famous TV shows that I like, both because I think it's something that I like to watch, but also I think it will be really fun to do. And I wouldn't need as much inspiration to do it, just because it is a floor plan that can't be altered. So it's something that is already predetermined. But if you have any show that you would love to see a house or a room for, then let me know. I think it was really fun to try. I think I'm gonna try to build a house from Gilmore Girls, just because I love the Gilmore Girls. Every time I'm just hanging out at home and I don't need to concentrate too much on anything, then I put on Gilmore Girls. It's always running in the background. I think if I want to see something a little bit more actively, then I tend to watch something else. I tend to put on a movie, or maybe a show that's a bit more fun, like The Office. But yeah, just for lounging around the house and doing chores, I just really love to put some Gilmore Girls on the background, because like my roommate said it pretty accurately. Like nothing happens in that show. And in the beginning, I remember being a little bit offended, like, well, something like, oh, it's just because you haven't seen too much of it. But now that I think about it, I'm like, that's completely correct. Like, there are so tiny problems all the time, but they're never really, I don't know, they're never really that serious. But I think it's also because the show is maybe a little bit more about the characters and their interaction with each other. And in that way, they are a little bit more realistic than a lot of other shows that I've seen. But again, it is also a very extreme scenario with a single mom who becomes pregnant very early, I think when she's 16, and she comes from this extremely wealthy family where she completely gives it up and runs away when she is pregnant. Or I think after giving birth, I think she like runs away from home with her daughter Rory. And of course there's a lot of trouble now with them, so the series begins 16 years later. But it's not really big issues. It's not like cars crashing into each other and people getting hurt and all these very extreme things that you see on shows. It's just super chill, and they have some cute love stories, both for the mother but also for Rory. And yeah, if you haven't seen that show, you have to watch it. It's so genius. The writing is so clever. Like the conversations between the mother and her daughter Rory, it's just, they are so funny, and I would love to be able to have that kind of banter, but I don't think I'm able to think as fast as them, because they're just like firing at each other, saying really funny stuff. But yeah, definitely a show that I can recommend. Yeah, so if you have a show that you either can recommend for me to watch, I always love getting new series requested, or just if you have a series where you want to see a build from there, then let me know in the comments. I would love to try it out. I'm so sorry I've been speaking so much about other things in this build, but yeah, it kind of explains itself, I guess. And now I'm just moving on to the terrace, which I actually forgot that was included in the build. So yeah, I was a little bit like done in my mind with the build, so I didn't spend too much time on the outside. So this is definitely a place where there can be a little bit of improvement, I think, because I just wanted to throw some furniture down just to make them have a little bit of space out there to enjoy. So just a little couch and a table and a grill. But with that said, I'm pretty much done with the build, so thank you so much for watching the video, and if you liked it, then you're very welcome to leave a like, and also to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see when I make a new video. But I hope you have a great day, and see you in my next video. Bye!